With Iron Man out of the packaging, let's take a look into his details. Now, this figure was released originally way back in 2019 as an official movie tie-in. It's a re-release, but the figure still holds up, as you can see, with the paint. This beautiful candy or hot rod red. It has this effect where, if you look at it, it goes really deep. It has this deep effect. And as for the gold, I'm not sure if it's movie accurate, but it's not that good for me, but it's also not bad. I can't really say that much. Now, as for the details when it comes to the armor plating and the sections dividing this figure, it's not that bad because the paint is the one that's doing the heavy lifting when it comes to details, because when it comes to sculpting, the sculpting isn't that good. It does its job, but it could do better. For example, in this face here, you can only see sculpting around the eyes and the mouth, but it's augmented with the paint. And even though the paint is there, it's not really popping that much because it's not a true Panaline. It's just gray lines on the surface on top of the mold, and it's not the mold and the paint working hand in hand together. But overall, detail wise, this figure, like especially the arc reactor here, and if you take into consideration the price point, this figure blows the competition out of the water, especially when it comes to Marvel Legends, because when it comes to detail, this figure is like a mini version of Hot Toys, and that's what gives it its edge. Let's now head on over to articulation. I'll just zoom in here. The Mk85 Iron Man, the head is on a ball joint, which gives him movement from going left to right and can pull off a 360. However, since with the way this sculpt is designed, his head movement is limited. He can't look down or up as much as you'd expect, so he can't pull off a good flight pose. When it comes to the arms, they can move up to that point, and the shoulder pads will move out of the way. However, I'll show you something where it will look weird later on. The biceps are on a swivel, so you'll have that option for posing. Elbows go beyond 90 degrees since they are double jointed, and the wrists or the fists are also on a ball joint, which gives extra flexibility and more posability options. Now, with what I said earlier, with the way the shoulder pad is designed, is that if you move the arm forward for a blasting Iron Man pose, the shoulder pads would move out of the way in a sense that it would kind of look like he has tiny butterfly wings, which looks super weird. Now, when it comes to the torso, he can't move as much. He can't look down or move forward or move back. Moving back is a little bit further, but it ain't that good. Now, for the legs, they have a drop down method to increase leg movement. The leg can move forward that much, and he can kick by about that much going back. And he can kinda pull off the splits if you move it to the side, but it's not a perfect split. But then again, this is Iron Man. He won't be doing acrobatic poses. Now, when it comes to the knee, it's on a double joint, so you have a lot of range of movement. And for the foot, it's on a ball joint, so it can move up and down, side to side. It can go 360 if you want. And the armor molding on the sides are made out of a soft plastic, so they won't get in the way. Let's go take a look at his accessories. He comes with 2 relaxed open palm hands. It can be used for shaking hands or for walking poses. They look pretty standard. Same red has the good detail lines and the repulsor details. And he also comes with hands for grabbing the plasma shield or the energy shield and his energy swords, which I will show you now how they interact. Mind you, this is also interchangeable. Each hand can hold either sword or the shield. we'll go take a look at the swords first. I don't know what you call this, maybe plasma swords or energy swords, but you basically just slide it in here. It's not that hard. You just have to maybe pry it a little bit, like here, open just a little bit, and then you can attach it right away. Mine are kind of loose, but I guess that's all right. Now, these swords remind me of the plasma energy swords from Halo. I don't know if you kids remember that, but yeah, back in the day, they looked like this. It has translucent blue energy plastic and pretty much does the job of representing energy weapons. And as for the shield, this is a very big accessory. It pretty much covers his entire body. It's the energy shield he uses for when the Infinity Gauntlet was activated for the first time in the movie. Anyway, it comes with this peg here, which you can use to attach to his hand so that he can hold it and pose for when you want to attach it to the figure. It's pretty standard, super simple design. It's not that hard to pull off. You'll just have to slide the hand in and put the peg in the shield, and you're pretty much done. And just, interchange the hands, which is pretty straightforward and pretty simple. He also comes with a lightning refocuser, which you can attach on his back, which he used to charge his repulsor beams. Now, a plus side to this figure is that he comes with a really good looking Avengers Endgame stand. And mind you, this stand also acts as a flight stand. And that's pretty rare for figures nowadays at this price point. I mean, some McFarlane figures don't even come with a stand. Oh yeah, this stand can be posed and articulated, and it comes with a spring-loaded clamp, which is really good. And you know me, I love posing my figures. I'll now show you how to attach the accessories, starting with the plasma sword. I'd like to put it here on the right. Now, if it's kind of hard to put, just try to heat it up with water. Don't try to use a heat gun because I'm not sure how the paint will react. So here he is with the sword, which is kind of flimsy and kind of loose on my copy of the figure, but yours might be different. Mine might be different because of quality control issues. Now I'm going to be attaching the shield, which I think I should have attached the hand first and then the hand to the shield, but this is kind of a challenge. Okay, here we go. The problem with my copy of the figure is that he has very flimsy ball joints, or maybe the hands, it's not that tight for the ball joint. I'll just probably adjust that later with some floor wax or some nail polish to make it tighter. But here he is with his accessories, and I'll have to say they look really good together. And coming from a price point of 23 bucks, it's really amazing that they did this. Now for the lightning refocuser, you'll just have to look on his back here, and there's a tiny slot for this gold V-shaped thing you can just pull it out, and then 3 holes that correspond to the lightning refocuser. You'll just have to put it in and clip it, and there he is, all battle ready and ready, I guess, to fight Thanos. Like I said, this figure for this price point is amazing when it comes to the accessories, and I'm really glad with it. As a 1/10 scale figure standing in 9 inches, we'll now be comparing Iron Man Mk85 by ZD Toys to other action figures. Here he is compared to Boba Fett, compared to the star of last video, Cherno Alpha, compared to Avocado, compared to Optimus Prime, compared to a fellow billionaire, and compared to Morgan the Duck. For an action figure priced at 20 bucks, ZD Toys Iron Man Mark 85 with accessories, packs a punch that is only ever so slightly drawn back by limited articulation and minor paint quality inconsistencies. However, compared to action figures at the same price range, ZD Toys Iron Man is an easy top 5. This has been Action Fig and Gaming. Thank you for watching.